Hello guys, welcome you all to my YouTube channel. Today video we are going to talk about relational database and the NoSQL database, and especially in this video, not only in this video, in the entire series we are going to learn about MongoDB. MongoDB is one kind of a NoSQL database. In this video definitely we are going to see the difference between the relational database and NoSQL database, and especially we are going to install MongoDB community server, and after that we are going to see how to query and get the data from the MongoDB database. And in this video we are going to learn how to create a document, save it in our MongoDB, and how to take the data from the database, right, and how to remove the data from the database. Everything we are going to talk through this video. This video is going to be very lengthy, so that reason I have divide this video to smaller parts, and you will go through each and everything one by one. So guys, let's dive into the video. So guys, if we talk about the difference between this relational database and NoSQL database, the thing is, relational database coming with the tabular format. It's included with the relations, like if you are using a relational database, we have this foreign key and the primary keys. The primary key is the table primary one. So if it is linking with a different table, we keep that is foreign key of the next table. So based on that we will query, manipulate the data, and take every data. So basically this is a relational database with relationship with the other tables. That is what we call relational database. But if you are taking this NoSQL database, but NoSQL database doesn't have any relationship with the other table, and including it is not a tabular view, it's a document format. So it's like a kind of a document, we can say. Everything is including with the key and value pair. Basically the JSON, if you know about the JSON, so that is the JSON format coming along with this NoSQL databases. That is what the difference between this relational database and the NoSQL database. And apart from that, let's say for example why we need this NoSQL database, and it's very we can easily scale our the database. So let's say for example, assume like you have a student database or a student table. In this student table you want to introduce some additional field in the relational database, but introducing a new column in the relational database is very difficult, because each and every thing you need to update it one by one. But if you are coming to the NoSQL database, you can update a specific key and value for this particular document. So it's very easy to scale and very easy and very performance when you are doing a query when compared with the relational database. The time the NoSQL is very quicker than relational database. So performance wise also the NoSQL is very good. And I'm not saying relational database is not using in the industry. Relational database also using in the industry, but NoSQL is getting growth right now. So that is why I am creating this video, and I'm going to teach you all the things about this NoSQL and one of the database called MongoDB. And also guys, there's a separate video I have created for this NoSQL. What's the difference between the NoSQL and the SQL relational database? So if you are not go through that video, and you can get some idea on that video as well. So I will attaching here or here somewhere in the video. You can go through that video if you don't know about the difference of this NoSQL and the SQL. So I have talked in depth about and in depth in that video, so please go through it. That to install MongoDB, open your browser, right, and go to mongodb.com. You can see here this is a MongoDB, the official site, right? So go to MongoDB first, go to MongoDB official documentation, and once you come here you can see MongoDB developer data platform. So go to this document. The URL is mongodb.com, right? So in this MongoDB there are features and everything that they mention in the the official site, you can see this is what I call this JSON format, right? So it's a JSON format. Actually, it's a Bson. We telling that as a Bson, right? So binary, it's a kind of a JSON kind of thing, but the binary, what we can see, the Bson stand for uh, binary JSON, right? So it's that is what we call Bson. So JSON and Bson is actually the structure wise everything are similar, but we call in the MongoDB when we are passing or anything, we calling that as a Bson, binary JSON, right? Let's come back to the topic. In the MongoDB official documentation, you can see when you have this product, you can see the community edition. So click there and community edition, right? In the community edition, we can see here MongoDB Atlas is also there, enterprise advanced and the community server. So in this video we are going to install the community server, right? So MongoDB Atlas is one kind of a cloud platform. We don't need to what we can say, we don't need to install everything in our local computer. Instead of that, we can access directly this MongoDB Atlas. In this video, I'm not going to use this Mongo Atlas. Instead of that, I'm going to install offline, because suppose if you don't have any internet, you can still use this MongoDB server, because we install in locally. So in here you can see in the MongoDB community server is there. You can download here using you can choose the version which you want, and right now the latest is 6.0.4. So I'm going to install this one, and the platform is window right now, my one. So if you are using a different platform, you can choose the platform here, and packages you can take is either if you want a zip or MSI. So basically exe file is coming when you are choosing this MSI, and click download, right? So after download, basically after download you will getting like this. This is how this will be look like. The setup file is look like this. So once you done, double click this one, and it will open another pop-up and saying you can actually set up with that. You can go next and install it, because at the moment I'm not going to install, because it's already installed in my computer. So that's the reason I'm not going to install this one. Go next and you can install this MongoDB setup. So after that, here is the place where it gets stored. You can see here it's on a programming file, right? The programming file, you can see the MongoDB is there. In MongoDB, if you open the MongoDB, we can see the server, and server we have this 6.0 folder, and here we can see the bin. So in the bin, you can see the Mongos and Mongo is there. So Mongo is the database server, right? So you can see this is a Mongo is a server. When you are up, then only we can run this Mongos command, right? So then we will do the let's up the server first. So use CMD, open your CMD here. So right now you can see I am navigate to the exact path and use this CMD command. Then terminal get open here. So once the terminal get open, what you need to do is use this mongo command, right? Mongo, right? If you use this command mongo, you can see here my server is get up, right? So right now you can see my server is running with the port number 127001. So this is a this is the IP address running in my server. So the port is 27017. So this is the port at the moment running my server, right? So once you are up this server, what you need to do is you need to open another terminal, right? And after that you need to use this mongos command. saying something error. Okay, the command is not a mongo, it's the command is mongosh, right? So if you are run this one, mongosh, you can see right now the server is getting up right now. So because I forgot the command, because normally I'm using this what we can say, the Compass is the one I'm always using, but this is a long time ago I used this terminal. So first you need to use this command called mongo and run up the server first of all. So after that, use this mongosh command and get up your database server. So in the once you use this mongosh command, so you will get the specific URL for your connection, and the version you can see right 6.0.3, and here you can see at the moment the test is the database already selected. I'm going to show you db.collections. First let's see collection, show dbs. So if you are use this show dbs command, you can see we already have a few of the tables, right? In the few of the tables we have this admin, config, local, and nature, and the test, right? So in here I'm going to create a new collection or create a new table. To do that, how we can do is you can use command, and you can specify Rahi, okay, let's say students, right? In the student you can see going to use the student. When we are use this one command, if you hit enter, it will move to a student, right? So in the student we don't have any new things, or to create a new collection, so we need to go through this what we can say, the query things. Okay, to insert a new document to the database. So to do that, I'm going to use this command saying db dot students. Already the table name is student, so I'm going to say courses, right? So in the courses I'm going to insert a one. Actually I'm going to insert a one document, right? One document I'm going to insert here. So that is using uh, name of the course, programming.net, and lecture, right? Lecture is John, right? So now if I hit enter, okay, insert, okay, I forgot this one, the T I missed, insertOne. So at the moment you can see we successfully insert one object here. So that is the reason why this will get returned and acknowledge it's a true, and insert id and update id also get see here. So to show the db record of the collection, db dot courses, let's see how to get these informations. Okay, course dot find. So find is the method we need to use to get the data. So if you use this db.course.find command, you can see we have an array. In this array we have a first object saying what is the record we had at programming.net, that we can see in here. So in the lecture you can see the John. So using insertOne command, right, we can insert a one object to the collection, right? That is what insertOne command will be using. So let's see, if I want to insert multiple records, right, multiple object, then how to using query how to insert multiple records. So let's see that one. So here once again you need to use db dot, let's clear this one, okay, no, db dot courses, right, insert many. So insert many command getting an array of object. In here once again I'm using MongoDB, course is MongoDB, lecture is Rahim, right, and second object I'm using JavaScript and lecture John, right. So right now I'm going to insert two object inside. We have array, and inside this array we have a two object. So I'm going to insert using insertMany command. Sorry, I forgot T here. So let me add that, insertMany. Now if I hit enter, you can see the insert ID we got two ID here, right? So it's automatically get created by MongoDB. In here you can see when we add a first object, ID is the underscore ID is getting added automatically. So this is coming with the MongoDB. So to identify uniquely, MongoDB have options to get add automatically this object ID. So basically the ID. To get all the informations about the courses collection, we have a query already, you know, the find is the one selecting. It's actually this is equal to select all command when you are using a MongoDB, when you are using a relational database like a MySQL database or a SQL database. You are using the query called select all from the table, right? So likewise, this is the command in the MongoDB we are used to abstract the data from the table. So this is db.courses. So courses is the collection we have inside this students. Actually this is wrong. Basically you can see the students we cannot get as a student here, but here we have a courses. Anyway, that the database I have created as a student, that's fine. So here the purpose is to learn the queries and all, and how to install this MongoDB, right? So normally mistakes will be happen, that is we can't do anything with that. So let's hit enter and get to know about the insert record here. So first time I have added the first object. After that I have get insert this both two via insertMany command. So here you can see right now, yeah, we already successfully added or insert to this collection, right? So this is how we get insert records, right? So to update the record, so how we can update, right? So let's see that one as well here. So here in the documentation they clearly mention, if you are using a single document, inserting a single document, you can use insertOne. If you are using a multiple document, you can use insertMany, right? Those things they are clearly mentioned in the document, right? So let's go to the update document here. So in the update document you can see we have plenty of options to update the document. To update the document, if it is a single document you are going to update, you can use updateOne here. If you are updating a multiple documents, then you can use this updateMany. And if you are replacing a document, you can use this db.collection.replaceOne method. So these are the methods you can use to update the data. So here is the example. You can use this updateOne, and updateOne you can find the title, right, and you can update it after that. So to update this one, you need to use this set method, right? In the set method, you can use and update the data. Okay, so let's give a try from our side. To do that, they asking to do db dot. We have this courses and updateOne. Yeah, we can use this updateOne. First place the name to be JavaScript. I'm going to update the JavaScript here, JavaScript, and the second one, you can see what is the value we need to set, right? So that is for the, I need to update the lecture. Before that, I have to set the value using this dollar symbol one. So set the lecture, right? So lecture I need to update as mat, right? So if I hit enter, you can see the match count is 1 and modification count is 1, acknowledge is true. So right now if I use this if I use this and access the data, you can see our objectives get updated with mat. The lecture is, I already update the lecture as a mat here using set. You can see the lecture is get updated. So this is how we can update the record using the MongoDB command, right? And this is updating a single document through this MongoDB command, right? And if you want to, let's say if you want to update a many, right, using this multiple many command, using this update many command, you can do that as well. And yeah, so I keep this for you to do an update and try from your end. I'm not going to try through this video, right? And apart from that, if you are using the query document, you can see here in the document they mention clearly read all document collection. db.movie find is equal operator of the SQL statement called select all from movies table. So I already told you we also have a query to manipulate the data from the MongoDB, but when you compare this with the relational database and the NoSQL database, each and every databases the query is different, right? So this is in the MongoDB, this is equal to select all from movie, the db.movie find, right? And if you want to find a specific, or let's say I want to filter only the MongoDB, the name MongoDB, to filter the data through the shell, what is the command we need to use is db dot, right, courses dot find. In here the find method, we have an object, we can pass this name, right? In the name we can mention JavaScript. So if you hit enter, you can get the JavaScript object data, right? So this is how we using equality condition, or we can set the specific name or a specific if you want to filter anything, you can use this find method and you can pass inside this name and you can get the result. So it's like when you are compared to the relational or a query, SQL query, it's like select all from movie where title equal to Titanic. Likewise, in the MongoDB, we have option called db.movie.find. You pass the title, it will get your result. It will get filter your result and show the result in the shell, right? Yeah, I want to especially talk about this query and projection operator. In the query, you are using already this command, right? So in the command, we are using this command find one, and if you are passing the specific the title or a name, it will send you the result, right? So in here, we can what we can say, in the same we can pass anything equal or not, right? So let's say, for example, I want I want to get the data, filter out and get the data not equal to JavaScript, right? So to do that, so here you can see the query selector comparison value comparison thing is there. Query selector is there. eq eq mean equal, and gt mean greater than, gte mean greater than equal, and in mean any value specific an array, lt mean latest, okay sorry, it's a lesser than, and lte mean lesser than or equal, ne mean not equal, and ni mean none of the values, right? Likewise, we can use AND operator and many things you can see here, many operators. I'm not going to go through every things here, but instead of that, I will going to take one thing, one query selector command here, and let's generate our values, right? To do that, I'm going to use db dot courses dot let's take this one, not equal. To do that, how we can do? Okay, to do that, here you can see the mesh document not equal. So to do that, we are using courses dot find. Here I need to mention which field I want. So which field we are going to compare this value, that is name, right? You need to open another curly bracket, and I am using this dollar symbol and ne operator, and it's not equal to JavaScript. If I use this command, I didn't get anything here. Let's check that one. Process.find name not equal to JavaScript. Okay, let's see first of all the records. Okay, not sure why data is not coming here. Let's see if there's any errors here. Okay, db dot courses dot find. Okay, now let's try now once again, courses dot find, and here I am using a name and not equal to, right? It's not equal to JavaScript. If I use this one, now you can see my data is get filter, it's not equal to JavaScript, so JavaScript object is get skipped, but rest of the object are returned to us, right? Rest of the data we can see in the shell. So this is the beauty of this MongoDB query. So it's very easy. You can see we have many uh, operators to perform our query, and you can do many things with this MongoDB query. So many things are including in the documentation. So mostly many developers are not going through the documentation. So whatever the things you are learning in the different resources, you are just keep remember everything. So that is not going to work anymore, because so if you are documentation is, that is the reason why documentation is, you need to read the documentation is very important, because in the documentation everything is clearly mentioned how to do that and how to query the data, and each, and not only the MongoDB related. If you are working on any project, if you are working on any different kind of a third party library or any kind of thing, you must need to go through this documentation, right? So then only you will get a more informations, and you can do many things with this referring through this official documentations, right? I will show you how to delete the document from the uh, database, right? So to do that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete, if you want to delete all the document, you can use delete many command, or if you want to delete only specific single document, you can use this delete one command, right? So to do that, so what I'm doing is I'm going to use this db dot collection mean my courses, and I'm going to delete one, find this name should be programming.net. So if you are hit enter this command, you can see delete count is 1. So we successfully delete this programming.net object from the table, right? To check this, I'm going to once again, let me clear first of all. To check this, I'm going to use db dot, right, courses dot find. You can see here we go. So already deleted, programming.net object is deleted from the our collection, right? So this is how we can delete the object from the collection. So if you are using delete many command, it will be getting delete everything. So if you want to clear everything in one command, you can use this open and close bracket without mentioning anything. So if you use this command, what will happen is entire collection will be getting deleted, right? So entire collection object, everything will be getting cleared, so you cannot see anything when you are using file, right? Okay, now let's see how to use these projections. So how to use the projections and keep only return only specific uh, key and value from the object. So how to do that, right? So let's see right now here. So in the projections, we can see in the projections, there's option, I remember, we can return only specific key and value here. To do that, okay, we have an option, I will show you that as well. db dot courses, here going to use a find method, and I'm going to find first everything, and the second I'm going to use what you can say, I need to only return a name. To do that, name dot dollar symbol, I guess, and it should be 1. Rest of the things are empty. Okay, now you can see, we only getting return the name and name. The lecture is not coming with this object. So that is how we can do the projection in the query, using query. Okay, let's see why we need, not sure why we need this one. So okay, yeah, without this dollar symbol also possible to get the informations, right? So let's say if I want to only get lectures information, only lectures from the courses collection, I'm using this one, then you can see lecture will be getting returned for us. So this is what we call projection. We can hide the rest of the key and value and return only whatever we are expecting. So in query you can see 1 or 0 we can mention to get this return the records, right guys? Just a recap I'm telling here. So up to now you already learn about how to insert the document, right? And how to delete the document, how to update the document, and how to filter the document with a logical operator through this video. Right now I'm going to show you how to use this Compass, right? So in the MongoDB there's a user interface for uh, do these operations, but we at the moment did in a hard way. But let's see how to use this Compass, how to do our operation which we did in same here. When you are doing installation using the wizard, you will get asked you want to install the MongoDB Compass as well. So you need to tick that as well. So then only you will get install the Mongo Compass. So I'm going to open the Compass here, MongoDB Compass, right? So in the MongoDB Compass, once you open this MongoDB Compass, right? So you can see a new connection, right? So this is the latest UI. Not sure about you. If you are using a oldest one, that will be the UI will be getting your UI is different than my one. To do that, to create a new connection, what you need to do is just click this new connection, then this new connection will be coming up. So here what you need to mention is open your terminal and see your okay, I want to take this. Okay, let's say I'm stopping at the moment this one, so I'm going to use quit command. Okay, we can use control C command. So if I use this mongosh and run once again, mongosh, now you can see connections to MongoDB. This connection is already there. This is the connection we need to use for open the database, right? Connection. So copy this one and paste it here. Now click connect. Now you are successfully connect your server, right? So here whatever the things we showed you here, use okay, show dbs, you can see database, the same database admin, config, local, nator is a one kind of a database, students and test. So these are the database we saw in the shell. And to navigate to okay, I forgot to tell that one, guys. So if you want to switch to different database, right? So how to do that is we simply use this use command and use students, right? So if you use this one, right now we successfully move to students, right? Okay, if I expand this student here in the UI Mongos, you can see the courses. In the courses we can see whatever the information we are added here, those are we can see in this database. So guys, this is how to connect your Mongo shell or a MongoDB server to compose, right? So why I start with Mongo shell using the terminal is because you need to know difficult, because we need to learn from the difficult way, and then we can use this easy way to do anything, do any operations. So that's the reason I first start with the Mongo shell. After that I move to this UI, right? So nothing is new here, so it's very easy to find everything. So here you can write a query, and the query which we are wrote, so we use this db dot commands, right? So to do the same thing, you can apply the same thing here as well. You can filter, like I want to get the informations about title, no, name, and to be a MongoDB. Now if I use the find command, you can filter the same thing, right? If I don't if I want to insert a new record, let me add one more record using the shell here, db dot course search dot insertOne, right? So I'm going to insert a name once again, Java, right? Lecture. I'm going to insert Sam, right? So if I hit enter, successfully added. Now if I refresh this one, okay, just reset. So you can see here Java and Sam is there. So if I want to use not equal like a logical operator, right? So what I am doing is I'm using this not equal to, it should be not equal to what? Should be not equal to no, actually you need to use, because first we need to use the name of this one, and here I'm going to use a logical operator that cannot be equal to Java. So if I use this command, and if you are using, okay, one error is there. Okay, if I use this find command, name Java, okay, it should be a Java capital letter. Now you can see except Java, rest of the data returned from the collection. So this is the beauty of MongoDB. So I hope you guys learn about MongoDB, how to use this Mongo shell, how to install MongoDB, and how to get run your server app, and how to connect your MongoDB server to this Compass, and how to insert the record to the collection, how to query the data, and how logical operator working, right? And how to delete the records. Everything you learn through this video. So I hope you all have up to certain level of understanding about this, how NoSQL and how to MongoDB working. So I'm pretty sure hereafter you will use a MongoDB and do anything with operations. Then guys, before ending this video, I have a small request to all of you. If you are not subscribed yet my channel, please go below and hit the subscribe button, and don't forget to click thumbs up button, and don't forget to click the notification button also. So guys, then I will catch you on new video. Bye.